that we're moving on to. This is from the national capital. What we are learning is that the Delhi excise policy probe, this is an update wherein another Delhi minister, Kailash Gahlot, summoned by ED, and he's been asked to appear before ED today. This is the particular information that we are receiving. Remember, Arvind Kejriwal, the Delhi chief minister, is already under the custody of ED with regards to this, and another minister who is also there, the BRS MLC, Kavita, is also under ED's custody with regards to the Delhi excise policy. And right now, as far as the probe is concerned, another big summon that we are getting to know is has been extended to Kailash Gahlot, Minister Kailash Gahlot, in fact, who's been summoned by the ED and has been asked to appear before the ED today. And right now we have Arunima joining us on the broadcast to bring us more details. Arunima, if you could just take us through the recent details of this particular summon that's come in.
All of the AAP functionaries are under the scanner because in the Arvind Kejriwal matter, ED has told the court that they're treating AAP as a company, and under the company's law, therefore, vicarious liability is made out for all those top functionaries who are in charge of the party. For Kailash Gahlot, however, there are other multiple allegations against him as well. CBI has been probing at least two cases, one related to DTC buses, another related to financial frauds that were committed allegedly. There have been income tax raids going on, and now with this ED summons coming, he's been asked to appear today itself. Looks like one more top functionary of Aam Aadmi Party has the law of the land catching up with him.
Right, Arunima, for Kailash Gahlot particularly, what were the mentions, if any, in the charge sheets, or why exactly has he been summoned, if we get to know some more details with regards to that?
So if you go back to the way the excise policy was drafted, there was a group of ministers that was set up, which was headed by Manish Sisodia, and it had Kailash Gahlot as one of its members. The allegation is that the group of ministers came up with a draft policy without any deliberation happening. Since the file has gone missing, we don't really know what kind of deliberation went into it. But the charge is that it was just a formality, and actually the draft proposal was given to C. Arvind, Manish Sisodia's PA, at Arvind Kejriwal's residence. And Kailash Gahlot is likely to be asked by the Enforcement Directorate as to what really happened at the GOM, what happened to the files, where are the minutes of the meeting that happened. Because, like I said, the charge is all of this was just a sham. Actual deal was between South Group via Mr. Nair, and Mr. Kejriwal has been called a coup in this case. So Gahlot will be confronted with all of this.
Right, Arunima, do stay with us. Right now, we also have BJP's Harish Khurana joining us on the broadcast. Mr. Khurana, thank you for speaking to us on CNN News 18. A very good morning to you. Very firstly, the ED heat indeed doesn't seem to have gone down on the Aam Aadmi Party ministers and leaders. And now we see Kailash Gahlot being under the scanner. What is your first reaction to this?
Good morning to you and your viewers. I mean, law is taking their own course, and we should understand, as per few statements of the people who are involved in this kind of scams. I mean, like C. Arvind, who says in the presence of Arvind Kejriwal and few ministers, this draft document has been given to them. Things are coming out that in the ED report that Vijay and I used to stay in this Kailash Gahlot's house. I mean, various kind of reports which are coming in that there's alleged involvement of Kailash Gahlot in that. I'm sure ED must be asking a few questions to Kailash Gahlot, so they have summoned them, and law is taking their own course. But interestingly now, when the Arvind Kejriwal, who's the kingpin of this scam, is in the ED custody, I mean, a lot of questions will be answered by maybe by the Kailash Gahlot also, who is very close to Arvind Kejriwal. So now it will be seen that whether he will obey what some law says, and he will come in front of ED or not. That has to be seen.
Right, Mr. Khurana. Mr. Khurana, do stay with us. Right now, we also have the Congress's Uditra joining us on this broadcast. Mr. Raj, thank you for speaking to us on CNN News 18. A very good morning to you. Very firstly, yet another Aam Aadmi Party's leader and, in fact, Minister Kailash Gahlot now seems to be under the ED scanner for the excise policy. Your first reaction on that, sir?
Now, before Kailash Gahlot, there are two options. He has to either join BJP, then all summon will be scrapped, or he has to go to jail, perhaps. What happened that all opposition leaders are targeted, and not only leaders, now even accounts have been frozen. like income tax account has been frozen, and it is happening all over the country. And couple of days back, Praful Patel file has been closed, who was involved in the embezzlement of more than 800 crores. And in case of Chhagan Bhujbal, his file is missing from ED office. So the world is watching, country is watching, it's a murder of democracy and nothing else. And if Kailash Gahlot joins hands with the BJP, there won't be any summon. It all will die its own death. Someone will die its own death and he'll be a free man. This is what's happening in the country currently.
Right, Mr. Raj. Mr. Khurana, picking up from where Mr. Raj left, the opposition is consistently saying that it is the centre using these agencies to get at all the opposition leaders, and if they join hands with the BJP, then the summons shall be dropped. What's your reaction to that?
See, when opposition leaders like Uditra and other leaders who used to make political allegations of ED and these kind of agencies, they're disobeying the honorable courts. We should understand on the order of the court. Since last 14 months, Manish Sisodia is in jail on the order of the court, not by the ED or by any agency. Sanjay Singh is in jail since last few months. Vijay Nair is in jail since last few months. And in fact, if Uditra is saying their accounts have been seized, first of all, he's telling lie. His account has been lien, not seized. I mean, point number one. Point number two, day before yesterday only, High Court has dismissed their plea. So they are not getting relief from the honorable court, and they are making allegations on NDA government or a ED. I mean, point is when they make these kind of allegations, they are disobeying what the laws, what the honorable court's observations are.
Right, Mr. Khurana. Mr. Khurana, another question that's coming in from the opposition side is with regards to the timing of these summons and the arrests, as Mr. Raj was also mentioning. What would you say the BJP's reaction is to that, especially since they are trying to say that this is the time that they're trying to get all the put pressure on all the opposition leaders and try to make sure that if they do not join hands with the BJP, then they are entangled in some sort of a scam or the other. And this timing of these particular arrests and summon, what do you have to react to that, sir?
Ma'am, we should. The whole country knows that 9 summons have been issued since last 6 months to Arvind Kejriwal. It disrespects ED summons. And when ED has taken a strict action, now you are making a political allegation. The timing, it was Lok Sabha elections are coming in. I mean, you have a time to go to Vipassana, you have a time to go to Madhya Pradesh election, you have time for a Diwali. But you don't have a time to come in front of ED and answer the few questions what the ED was asking. Also, I mean, when these people make an allegation, they forgot. I mean, these cases have been going on since last 2 years now. How can they say the issue of timing? So here are the political allegations. They don't have an answer in a course of what in the courts. So they are making all political allegations. Now we see Arvind Kejriwal's statement in the court. He don't have a answer to the questions what the ED was asking, what the allegation ED has made. He was making a political statement. Baba, don't make these victims. Don't play a victim card. Tell the course of the merit for what to say.
Right, Mr. Khurana. Mr. Khurana, thank you for speaking to us and putting forward the BJP's perspective in this particular matter. Right now, though, we have Anshul Singh joining us on the broadcast to bring us more details about this particular summon that's come in from the ED to Minister Kailash Gahlot. Anshul, do help us understand what exactly are the leads so far that's been received by the ED, or on the basis of which the ED has summoned Kailash Gahlot at this point.
So yes, Kailash Gahlot has yet been summoned in the same excise policy scam in which the Delhi Chief Minister is already under custody of the Enforcement Directorate. Remember, Kailash Gahlot was the member of group of ministers who had prepared that report which was eventually given to the Council of Ministers of the National Capital, the excise policy report. And that excise policy report was changed without any prior notice is what the allegation is. And that is the reason why Kailash Gahlot has now been called in to join the investigation. Remember, there were three ministers who were part of this group of ministers. The first one being